This is going to be a quick playthrough of the onboard lessons on my on-screen keyboard. For the one motion words, it should just be one motion per word. Of course, we will be a little bit slower doing this than we would if we were copying a sentence, because we can't read ahead. So before we start, I'll press and hold Control and tap F1 to clear the keyboard stats. And then I'll press Control plus F8 to check the total word per minute after I'm done. So let's begin. All these are one motion words. See, if you make a mistake, it repeats the word to you. So as you can see, I made 4 mistakes out of 279 words. And I'll hold Control and tap F8. I average 64 words per minute now. So I'll write down my stats and then continue. Let's go on to lesson B. First hold Control and tap F1 to reset the stats, and then go to lesson B and then press space to begin instantly. here, hold control and tap F8 once I'm in the notepad, and I averaged 75.87 word per minute that time. I missed 9 out of 443 words that I actually submitted. So now we will take lesson C. Hold control and tap F1 to clear the stats. Hold Control and tap F8 once we go to our notepad. So we got 80.30 per minute that time, with 7 of 267 mistakes. And we could let the keyword levels down, but I won't this time, because I'm just flying through it for demonstrational purposes. So now we take lesson D, the 4 motion words. There's only 69 of them. In this. Okay, we got 0.69 mistakes there. And about 73.86 word per minute. Now let's take lesson D. After we accept the stats, holding Control and tap F1. Now let's take lesson E. Okay. 16 words. 5 motion words. Okay. 78.67 word per minute. 0 of 16 mistakes. Now we'll take lesson F. Holding Control, tap F1 to go to stats. Lesson F only has 2 words, it's 6 motion words. Let's take that one over since I messed up there so bad. So let's take it again. There we go. So I got that done in 56 word per minute. 0 2 mistakes. Now we'll take lesson G, which is the number of lessons, 38 entries. And the dashes will of course separate and tell me which keys are supposed to be tapped together. So let's start and take it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 29, 48, 47, 56. Okay, so that is 2 of 38. What's wrong? Well, number's wrong in this case. And about 44 word per minute. Now we'll take less than H, which is the official syllables. 339 syllables that are used within 5,000 common words in the English language. Okay, I accidentally chose to do the number lessons again. Let me fly through it real quick. Okay, let's take lesson lesson H, syllables. Syllables is really important because if you run into a word that is not yet in your vocabulary and you recognize the syllable, you can still tap that word faster even if you don't know the word, if you know the syllables inside of it and can break it down real quick. So yeah, definitely will get used to tapping. So that was 6 of 331 mistakes, about 60 word per minute as the raw speed. Next we will take the lesson I. So I'm going to clear the stats, Control plus F1, and then take lesson I, the custom syllables, which is 72 syllables that I've made up for the words that I use frequently. Click off over onto the notepad and hold Control and tap F8. That would be 56.85 word per minute. Two of 72 syllables mistake. Next is the grind tool, and for the grind tool, here are the stats. 40 word per minute is an average tap pace, 60 word per minute is above average tap pace, 80 word per minute is the top 10% of tap pace in the world, 90 word per minute is the top 5% of tap pace in the world, 103 word per minute is the top 3% in the world, and 110 word per minute is the top 1% in the world. If you can score that high on the grind tool. So let's access the grind tool. Let's adjust it where we can see it really good. And for the grind tool, if you like start and then you mess up and you decide that you want it to do it over, you would just press F5. So let's begin here. We will hold Control and tap F1 to clear the keyboard stats, press F5, and then begin. And here are the stats. 10-second word bars that will monitor our speed every 10 seconds. Total word per minute is the raw word per minute after 60 seconds of tapping. This will show up our accuracy. This will show up our correct word per minute. This is the seconds that we tapped. When it gets to 60, the game will end. This is our total keyword levels during the 60 seconds. And this is a new feature, our keyword level per keystroke. It tells us on average how many keyword levels we make per keystroke. So let's begin. time I almost made it to 110 correct word per minute, but not quite. And I perform a keyword over every 4.33 keystrokes, so almost a little bit over every 4 keystrokes I perform a keyword over. Total keyword overs during a minute was 133. My last 10-second speed burst was 98 words per minute, and you can review the video if you want to see my speed burst throughout the race. My accuracy was only 93% there, so I've got to really crank that up. Let's begin again. Control F1 to see how the keyboard starts, and F5. Okay, I made it that time. And see, according to my total word per minute on my keyboard, it calculated 115, and the total word per minute here is 114.60, so that is very close. And at that time I performed 108 keyword overs, which was a keyword over every 5.31 keystrokes. My correct word per minute was 111.40. My accuracy was 97.21. Total word per minute, if I didn't make any mistakes, would have been around 114.60, and my last 10-second speed burst was 99.60 word per minute. And that's about all. This has been a demonstration of the on-screen keyboard. Have fun.